Hello and welcome. This is GG.Dragon bringing you my first cast of a pro game. If you like my video, subscribe, comment, like, share it with your friends, watch it with your friends even, that's always fun. In this cast, I'll be trying to go over the reasonings behind picks, bans, and plays, item choices, that sort of thing. I've been playing Dota since 2007. Moved on to Dota 2 in 2011 when I got a beta key. From New Zealand, born and raised. And this is the Defense 3 between Svenhunterz and WhA. Magnus ban coming out, that's pretty generic. Very good ult. You normally want to get a blink dagger to make his ult really easy to land. Blink in, ult, get everyone. It's like his ult's better than Enigma's, in my opinion. It's like an instant black hole. Does damage as well. And also the AoE's a bit larger. And he's got cleave, so he can like follow up his ult with a lot of cleave damage. Got a bat ban from WhA. Bat's very good at initiating. You also want to get a blink dagger with bat. Blink in, lasso someone, pull them out of position, that's always very good. You can catch someone off guard, you can target the key heroes on the opposing lineup very easily. So you pick someone off like while they're still with their team. Very good. You might want to get a force staff as well, like you blink in, lasso, force staff yourself out, so that you're not at the front, because you don't want to be at the front of the battle, and force staff just gets good positioning. Darkseer ban coming out from Svenhunterz. Darkseer's very good at offlane, and is also a good counter to TA, so they might be picking TA here. The Ion Shell counters refraction, because a lot of different instances of damage chews up the refraction charges very quickly. We've got Undying ban from WhA.
Templar Assassin.
Yeah, they picked TA. Yeah. Undying's very good in prolonged battles with his decay. It gives him massive strength, makes him very tank. And his tombstone spawns a lot of zombies. Like the longer the battle goes, the more zombies he has, and the more zombies he has, the more damage it does. So he's very good. We've got a Bounty Hunter and a Wisp pickup from WhA. Bounty Hunter is very good at controlling the battle, the gold income. Like if your team's pretty even on kills, if both teams are pretty even on kills, then Bounty Hunter will swing it in your favor because his track gold gives good gold. Up to, I think it's like 50, 100, 150 per person in the AoE, so that's quite good gold. Wisp as well, they might follow up the Wisp pick with a CK or a Tiny. And Svenhunterz picks out Luna and Jakiro. They might WhA might pick Rubik here because Rubik does counter Jakiro. You steal Ice Path, and since you have no cast animation on Rubik, you get your Ice Path off quicker. Luna's going to be the hard carry for Svenhunterz. Luna's very quick at farming, flash farming with the glaives and high damage from Luna Blessing. TA will just control the game, control the tempo. Jakiro for support. Strong Ice Path.
5 seconds
good
remaining.
Damage AoE.
Reserve time.
WhA taking the time for their third pick. Probably thinking should they go the Rubik now, or should they go CK Tiny or something? Follow up the Wisp pick. Because if they don't, whatever they don't choose out of those two, then Svenhunterz probably got to ban them out. They might even go Sven, give Sven a lot of movement speed, so we can start cleaving off. And then we got Sven pick.
Dire team ban.
Sven's very good with his ult. You start cleaving everywhere. If you get a D-list, you crit, pretty much kills the entire team. And Wisp just allows Sven to get up real close. It allows him to get a couple of hits off in quick succession, because of the movement increase from tether. And we've got a Kotl ban from Svenhunterz that stops. Kotl's very good at stopping the pushes and pushing. And we have SD ban from WhA. SD combos very well with Jakiro. You disrupt them first with SD and you follow with an Ice Path because of Ice Path's change, where you don't have to get them exactly on the freeze point. If the unit enters the Ice Path, they'll just be stunned for the remainder of Ice Path. So it's very easy to combo SD and Jakiro. That makes a very strong tri lane. It's probably one of the strongest tri lanes at the moment. If they let Svenhunterz take SD, it probably would have been a Luna, Jakiro, SD tri lane. Very strong. Luna would get a lot of farm, and SD can just pick off someone with disruption. Jakiro follows it up with Ice Path. Luna gets the kill. Got a Furion ban from Svenhunterz. A lot of anti-push being banned out by Svenhunterz. Furion's got a lot of trends, can stop pushes quite easily. WhA is starting to ban out carries. They ban out Clinks. Clinks is one of the up and coming carries at the moment. I believe Funnick from Team Empire plays very good Clinks. He's probably popularizing the Clinks pickups. Clinks can get a fast silence with Awkward Malevolence. Very good at picking off the supports. When walk up behind, silence them, right click them down. A lot of damage. And supports usually don't have that much HP ever, so you can pick them off quite easily. Queen of Pain ban coming out. Normally if teams are going to play Queen of Pain, they're going to pick it in the first pick phase, not in the second, but they just want to ban out heroes that stop pushes. Because Queen of Pain is good nukes, Scream, and the wave. Lone Druid ban coming out. Just banning out further carries. Not too sure why. Svenhunterz already has two good sort of carries. Luna hard carry, Templar Assassin semi carry. Both of them should be strong enough. Svenhunterz probably want to just get one more support and maybe a ganking sort of hero like a Nyx. Taking their time here. Enigma probably gonna jungle slash lane. Enigma's one of the fastest junglers currently. Although I've seen some pretty cool jungling strategies with Wisp and Doom, where you stack one of the hard camps, like you stack it like 5, 6, 7 times, as many times as you can. Then Doom will eat a Wildkin, steal, and he gets a tornado, and then you just use a tornado on the creeps. Creeps don't run away; they just take the full damage of the tornado. Very fast levels. Wisp also just stack hard camp, hard neutral camp, and then use the spirits, and it just kills the camp slowly, very slowly, but eventually you'll kill them all, and you get very quick levels. And here we see the Rubik pickup from WhA. As I said, counters Jakiro, Steal Ice Path, Steal Black Hole, both very good spells. If he manages to steal Eclipse from Luna, that's quite big. You steal Eclipse and you get whatever the level of Lucent Beam as well, so it does the damage, does very good damage. So Rubik will be quite important for him to steal a good spell during battles. Turn the tide. If he gets the spell, if he gets something like Midnight Pulse or Demonic Conversion, he's not that useful. Svenhunterz probably going to go for another hero with a stun here. Maybe a Nyx. Hoping for a Nyx. Pick off Wisp, pick off Rubik. They're just taking their time. No rush. Shoutouts to Pingu from Unext and Ming. Clanless. No, he's not clanless. He's in my clan, but we just play together a lot.
5 seconds remaining.
Tide Hunter.
And we have a Tide Hunter coming out. I love Tide.
Radiant team pick.
Very good out. Long range, big massive AoE. Can get pretty much everyone in there. Probably going to be the offlane solo. You're going to have Jakiro, Luna. Probably at top lane, Enigma jungle, Templar mid. Tanana can offlane solo at it's very tank. You can get a couple CS with his anchor smash.
10 seconds remaining.
Pretty hard to kill. He's killable, but it's pretty hard to kill.
5 seconds remaining.
He might have to hide in the trees on the side to get the first couple of levels.
Reserve
Otherwise,
time.
WhA Asian can most likely hold off Tide from the XP range. Not too hard, just get a tri lane. WhA Asian is going to go for the mid pickup. That's probably why they banned the Queen of Pain. And solo mid Tinker. Probably going to have, well, most likely solo mid Tinker, Wisp, Sven, Rubik, tri lane bot, tri lane bot, Bounty Hunter offlane solo at top lane. That's what I'm predicting. They might mix it up, of course. Always good to mix it up. Throw the other team, make the other team confused. I mean, WhA Asian can figure out Svenhunterz lineup already. I mean, there's not really many other options other than TA mid, Enigma jungle. Those two are pretty much guaranteed. And you've got 3 other heroes. So Tide's most likely offlane solo, and then Jakiro, Luna top lane. Probably the teams are probably just discussing their strategy at the moment. And I'll just introduce the players. We've got Crydasia on the Sven.
Prepare for battle.
One No Dota on the Bounty Hunter. Ats on the Wisp. RMC on the Rubik. And Krojvika on the Tinker. And on Svenhunterz we've got Audio on the Luna, GG.Dota on the TA, good manners coming out from both teams. Got Blueberry Ninja on the THD, Tide offlane solo, Wern, and Quicks on the Enigma. Early pickup of a smoke for clarity, is definitely going for the jungle there.
30 seconds to battle.
Jakiro, you buy the early Sentry Ward because they expect this camp to be blocked by a ward, so they pick up the early Sentry Ward to try de-ward that. Luna gets an early Ring of Protection, probably going to go for Tranquil Boots there. And we see an early lane ward from the Wisp, I think. How do you check this? I'm not sure how you check who placed the ward, but yeah, early lane ward from
Double damage.
WhA Asian. Just keep the Tide off the XP range. So like if the creeps are down here, you can see where Tide is hanging out. You can see nearly about up to, I think you can see about up to here. River ward from Svenhunterz just sees the rune. Good rune control. Same with this one. They both see the top rune. Tinker going for a quick bottle. You see from the Tango 3 branches. That's always the quick rush bottle build. Should be able to get that by 2 minutes, maybe earlier if you get lots of CS. Yep, Bounty Hunter offlane solo. Picks up the DD rune. Poor man shield. He got pulled this Tangos from Ats, the Wisp. That just allows Bounty Hunter to help him out with the laning a bit early on. Poor man shield does block a lot of damage. Helps a lot with the harass. You see Tide Hunter just stacking creeps here. At bot lane, we've got Rubik doing the mid pulls. They have actually fixed it slightly. The creeps don't go as far. They stop following you about here, as you saw. He's actually quite successful in this. He let the creeps attack him, and that got the aggro onto him. So that allowed these 2 melee creeps to come over. He has stacked the small camp, so it is actually going to finish off that camp, the wave. Bot lane, see Sven farming under his tower. Very safe. No troubles at bot lane. Tide probably won't die yet until the Rubik comes over because Sven and the Wisp probably can't kill him. And you see Wisp just doing some stacking over here. You go down this lane, this sort of aisle, and it'll stack. Or not, he failed it. Probably the creeps are a bit too far over, but if you go down just in the middle, then that won't block the camp.
Is under attack.
And Rubik just trying to finish off this camp.
Denied.
CS wise, Enigma of course is on top. See Bounty Hunter trying to get the last hit, and Luna's not going to let him Lucent Beam. They might actually, if they've got a Sentry Ward, they're going to pick him off.
Goes cold.
Sentry Ward placed down.
For Salamene and for the Dark Moon.
First blood going the way of Svenhunterz. Luna's top on CS, 14 and 7 versus Tinker's 12 and 1. And then with CS doesn't really count because it's the jungle. Jungle creeps don't. You get like a small creep and it doesn't. It's not really a creep. Like it gives less gold, less XP sort of thing. And you see Tide trying to harass this Wisp, trying to stop the pulls, get the CS. Anchor Smash does a lot of damage, and the Kraken Shell just helps a little bit with the harass from Wisp, because Wisp is quite low base damage. So then Kraken Shell, like you have to get a lot of hits off to actually do a damage, and then Kraken Shell just reduces that damage. Lane Ward coming out from Svenhunterz from the THD as well, just bots out the Bounty Hunter, don't let him get up close. And Luna finishes up Trank Boots, and he picks up a Sage's Mask that's going to be turned into a Ring of Aquila later on. Sven farming under his tower again. But unlucky with the tower hits. Yeah, he's not getting as much as he could. Sometimes it's possible to the tower takes 4 hits to kill the ranged creep. If you're lucky, if the tower does minimum damage, so then it's possible like the tower hits the ranged creep 3 times and you can get the last hit, or you can attack the ranged creep once and then let the tower attack it twice and then you get the last hit. See Tide trying to block creeps, so the creep wave is more on his side, so it's easier for him to last hit, so it's not like very close to his tower. Wisp coming up behind. Wisp using his spirits a little early, so he gets 5 of them by the time he wants to go and engage. Probably going to get the kill on this. Tide running downwards, trying to juke around the towers. Trying to juke. And he melee creep blocks the Sven, forces him to go the other way. Unlucky from WhA's Asian. Sven's Warcry gives good movement speed bonus. And same with the tether, 413 just with the tether. Very good movement speed. And using his spirits for scouting. Not really sure why, he knows it. In case Tide wanted to stay, but Tide doesn't want to stay.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Svenhunterz pushing top tower.
Radiant structures are
And
fortified.
a glyph, cheeky glyph coming out just to stop them from last hitting it. So in the end, Jakiro gets the last hit. They do actually want to get 2 towers here. If they leave now, it's going to give Bounty Hunter a lot of space to farm, and they don't want to do that. So they should actually push 2 towers, otherwise the Bounty Hunter is going to get space to farm. Enigma's going to check for Rune. It's a bit of a glitch there, where the circle goes down the cliff. They should fix that. See Rubik stacking ancient creeps. He shouldn't pull it this way, because if you pull it this way, the other team might be able to see it, but he's contesting Rune, that's why he wants to do that. And Luna picks off the Bounty Hunter using Eclipse. Bounty Hunter not being able to get his invis off in time. And TA bottles up the regen rune, picks off the Wisp. The Meld plus Refraction probably. And Tide Hunter just using an Anchor Smash. Does a lot of damage. Wisp doesn't have much HP. Luna sitting at the top of CS, very high CS. Good farm. There's the Ring of Aquila magic wand, popularized by burning, I believe. This build. TA placing a trap up this up the cliff, so you get sight. It's a very good spot for a trap. Because a lot of the time the enemy hero will actually stand pretty close to it, so you can scout them out. See, Tinker's standing on top of the trap. TA can see the Tinker. Tinker, a few hundred gold off, travels. Svenhunterz scouts out the Enigma, just doing some harassment. Doesn't want to try to get the kill, he knows he can't. Jakiro placing nice path, trying to get this Rubik down. Rubik goes down to a meld attack.
All around you, but it hides from the unworthy.
Wisp just using his spirits to scare off the enemy. Got a trap at the rune position that's going to scout out the rune if it spawns there, so you don't need a ward at that particular spot. Wisp going back into the jungle. He's going to stack creeps. We've got a salve coming out for the Sven. Switches to intel treads, so you heal out more HP. You switch to non-HP treads, and then you switch back to strength. You get more HP regen out of it. Luna's still farming top. Jakiro doing some pulls. Jakiro needs... This is how the supports get gold and XP without stopping the farmer's gold, because you just pull the creeps to get the jungle. Svenhunterz only level 4. We're going on him. Sentry ward being dropped, so they spot him out. Trap coming out from TA. TA coming in from the right, and he's just out of sentry ward position. He's gonna make it out. Tide hanging around the rune. Another lane ward coming out from the Wisp. Don't want to see anyone that comes down from the tower downwards. Sven going for a quick armlet. This was going to be turned into an armlet later on.
I think not.
Tide might be going for arcane boots or a blink dagger, up to him. We'll see later on. Arcane boots is good for the team's regen mana pools. Luna picking up a Yasha that's going to be turned into a Manta style later on.
To yourself.
And Svenhunterz actually trying to shuriken toss a creep, but Luna denies it with the very high damage. And you see Tinker staking creeps and using March to finish them off. March does a lot of damage to these ancient stacks, gives Tinker a lot of farm very quickly. You can see that it's doing a lot of damage to the creeps. Has his boots of travels, so he can go back to base, get his mana back. Mana and HP back. He's probably going to go for a Soul Ring next. Soul Ring gives him a lot of mana. And Rearm refreshes the cooldown of Soul Ring, so you can pretty much... It's pretty much like a free Rearm. Yeah, he's got a Soul Ring up. So Rearm gives you 150 mana. Soul Ring gives you 150 mana, Rearm costs 150 mana, so it's like a free Rearm. In terms of mana costs, only costs you HP. You can do that a lot. Wisp killing a lot of trees down here with his tether. And Svenhunterz is Invis rune. Doesn't want to go for it, he just wants to farm. He's starting to level up his cleave, so his ult's going to do a lot of damage with his cleave. Luna still on top of CS, 79 in pretty much 10 minutes. Hardly missing any creeps. Missed one there though. TA's got a lot of traps up cliffs.
Radiant's
just scouts out, especially during night time. It's very good. Picks up a blink dagger now. Blink dagger's coming on his career. Bot lane. Got Sven getting picked off. Luna actually TP'd to bot lane. They want to push bot lane. Svenhunterz trying to go up behind, picking off the Tide. They've got a sentry ward. Scouts him out, dies. Svenhunterz wasn't expecting the sentry ward, that's why he went up behind. But now he knows there is a sentry ward. Tide actually using his ult, probably on the Sven earlier on.
Radiant structures are fortified.
And they fortified a little early, probably for the mid
Radiant's
lane.
top tower is under attack.
But yeah, Svenhunterz gonna get this tower
Radiant's
uncontested.
bottom tower has fallen.
Rubik holding a smoke, but with no mana, not able to do anything. Tinker just using his March. TA can't farm the lane
Radiant's top
until the
tower
March
is
wears
under
off
attack.
because it does a lot of damage instances. Got Svenhunterz smoked up, rotating towards mid lane. They want to pick off the Tinker when he TP's back in. They're just waiting on him now. TA picks up the regen rune. Svenhunterz very patient. Luna's a bit impatient, the rest are pretty patient. Tinker's scared. Svenhunterz is not on the map. They don't know where Svenhunterz is, so Tinker doesn't want to go up.
Radiant's
Better to be
middle
safe
tower
than sorry.
is under attack.
So he's going to go into the Ancients rather than into the lane. Rocket's going to let them know where it is, so they're just going to push down mid
Radiant's
lane
middle
instead.
tower has fallen.
Get the tower uncontested again. Bounty Hunter hits level 6, gets his track up. That's going to start swinging the gold graph towards WhA's Asian. That's going to be their way of comeback to get a lot of track kills. Picks up the phase boots as well. Blue Rune Ninja dewarding. This sentry ward spots out this ward spot, and this ward spot, so it's like in the center of three
middle
possible
tower is
obs ward
under
positions. So they're very good. And also since they're rushing, it
Roshan
stops
has
invis heroes from
fallen
coming
to
in,
the
like a
dark.
bounty hunter. Bounty hunter might steal the
Dire
rush, steal
structures are fortified.
the Aegis. They don't want that to happen. Quite embarrassing when that happens. Tanada did end up going for Arcane Boots. That's going to give his team a lot of mana. Jakira, a little poor, gets 2 braces. He might turn one of them into a drums later on, although Luna might be getting drums this game. No, he's not going to get drums. He's going to go for Ogre Club, turn that into a BKB. Wisp, ulti, Sven comes in with his ult, cleave, damage. Wisp goes down to the TA at the back though. Sven gonna go down here.
The only mystery is how you lasted so
Tinker
long.
TPing out. And dust coming out from TA. TA wants to go on this Bounty Hunter. The rest of the team's a little far behind. Bounty Hunter's gonna be able to make it out. Dust wearing off. Dust wore off. TA blinks out to safety. WhA's Asian doesn't have much sight at the moment. I don't think they have any wards on the map,
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
so they don't. If
Dire's
they're not
bottom
pushing,
tower
they don't
is
know where
under
Svenhunterz is. You can see Tinker TPing to this creep. They might go on this actually. See, Tinker had to cancel his TP because of the ice path. He doesn't want to get frozen instantly, and then the second tower's going to go down.
Radiant's top tower has fallen. Dire's
Just
bottom
rocket spam
tower
coming
is
from
under
Tinker, trying
attack.
to harass them. It's not going to be able to get a kill though, unless they're really, really, really careless. Check out the gold graph, swinging about 10k in the way of Svenhunterz, because they have a lot of tower advantage. They've got all the towers compared to WhA's Asian, who's missing a lot of their towers. XP graph, about 5k, a little bit over 5k in the way of Svenhunterz. Luna finishing up the BKB soon, 400 gold BKB. Sven's still trying to farm his armlet. It's a bit slow.
Dire's bottom tower is
Got
under
a magic
attack.
wand for the Ats. That would be the Wisp. Holding a smoke and a Obs Ward. He needs to place the Obs Ward down because they have no idea where Svenhunterz is. They can only see them when Svenhunterz in the lane. Tinker cancelling his TP. Luna farming jungle. Big stack here. That's going to give him his BKB when he finishes off the stack. He actually moves to the side, so he loses the aggro, so he can attack while they're running away, so he doesn't take as much damage. Here we go, we've got an Obs Ward placed. They might have been able to see the Obs Ward being placed, so they might go deward it soon. The Crow got a Obs Ward. Gem coming up for Enigma apparently. Yeah, it's going to scout out this Obsword over here. So it's very good from Svenhunterz. They're slightly in front, so they're getting a gem, push their advantage. And Sven and Wisp see the Enigma coming out from the Oswald and they're running away. This ward should block this camp, I'm pretty sure it does. Nope, it's just out of range to block the camp. Enigma getting some Eidolons up. Mechanism up on Enigma. THD skipping his Macropire. Instead he wants to get Draw Breath plus Ice Path, probably because he thinks he doesn't have enough mana, but I reckon THD should have enough mana to get his Macropire off. They're pushing bot lane.
Radiant's bottom tower
WhA probably
attack.
They should defend this. I mean, well, they don't know that Luna's not there. They don't know that Jakira's not there because they have no vision, so they don't know that there's only 3. If they went 5 people right now, they could take this battle easily. But Svenhunterz know that Bounty Hunter's farming top, and Tinker's March is actually going to be able to chase them off. March, they don't want to move into the AoE of March of the machines because it does a lot of damage. Blink Dagger coming out from Tinker, that just allows him to TP, shift Blink Dagger, so he can TP to a creep, blink out instantly, and not get caught out of position. Although the Ice Path will take precedence over the blink, so if Jakiro does actually Ice Path the creep that Tinker's TPing to, then Tinker will get caught in the Ice Path. And Svenhunterz might actually back off on this because their Luna isn't there, and the TA is actually going for Stygian Desolator rather than the BKB. So sold the Ogre Club, decided to go for more damage rather than tankiness. And now TA going to bot lane, joining up with the rest of the team. They really want to pressure this tower, and then Tinker's just been defending it for quite a long time now. Tracks come up from Bounty Hunter. He's going to go for a BKB after turn this Ogre Club into a BKB. What item came out? Desolator. Oh, it's just called Desolator. They removed the Stygian. Some names have been changed due to copyright or whatever, copyright stuff. This track giving WhA's vision of what Svenhunterz is doing in place of wards, because they have no wards on the map, so the track's pretty much the only vision. Once the track wears off, they're not going to be able to see where they are. Bounty Hunter going invis, scouting out. A bit dangerous. I mean, they know that Enigma has a gem, so Bounty Hunters might actually get caught out here. If here we go, Blinken from TA. Enigma too far away, not the gem vision, not going to be able to see the Bounty Hunter. Splash hits him though. More tracks coming out. So that was a little unlucky for Svenhunterz. If Jakira was a little further back, Bounty Hunter would have kept going forward a little bit more. And then if Enigma didn't go up here to try farm creeps at the same time.
Top tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
And Wisp getting picked off through Luna ult. Sven finishes his armlet trying to TP out. Is he going to be able to make it? Loosen Beam finishing him off. And Luna does end up getting the BKB. Tide picks up a Blink Dagger. Good initiation. Blinken ult, Blinken Ravage. Follow up with a Enigma Black Hole. Good combo there. And then THD Ice Path. TA managing to pick off Rubik in the middle, probably going down in 2-3 hits.
So we could not let you live.
Not looking good for WhA's Asians.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Svenhunterz pressuring bottom tower. Too many dead on WhA's Asians, so they're not going to be able to contest this. Svenhunterz finally going to be able to get down this tier 2 tower. Tidehunter taking the last hit.
Bottom tower has fallen.
Jakiro finally leveling up his Macropire. TA and Luna leading the top of the net worth. Tinker a little bit far behind, 4k behind the Luna. Sven's relatively far behind, about half the net worth of Luna. Tinker rocketing on illusions. Illusions are pretty good to soak up the rockets. Heat-seeking missiles, okay, they're called heat-seeking missiles in Dota 2. Yeah, illusions are very good at soaking up the missile targets. Enigma just farming in the jungle. Tide staying close to the Enigma in case something happens. Nothing's going to happen though. TA going on this Rubik. Rubik's going down in 3 hits.
You almost
2
had our
hits.
secrets, so we could not let you live.
Bit out of position there. I mean, he knows he's going to die. It happened once at mid already. And getting caught out again. It's a bit lazy. Sloppy. They don't have any wards. WhA's agent can't see any movements from Svenhunterz, so that might have contributed towards the pick-off. Sven realizing that his jungle's not safe to farm is now jungling in Svenhunterz jungle. It's actually slightly safe for him. We're staying close in case the Sven does actually get scouted out, spotted. So he can tether the Sven and try to run away. Luna just farming top, finishes up Manta style. Tinker TPing to top. Luna might scout this out. Instead decides to back off, farm the wave. Roshan nearly back up. 30 seconds. Svenhunterz should go for this. They have very good advantage. They can get the Roshan, push mid tower, finish the game. Tinker, you blink into the trees here, so that when you TP, you won't get. It's very unlikely that you're going to get interrupted. So it's just safer TPs. So you always want to play safe with a Tinker. I mean, that's the moment to if you see a Tinker using Boots of Travel. Oh, TA picking off the Rubik again. Rubik out of position. Yeah. If you see a Tinker... Oh, and they pick off... No, the battle kept going. They pick off the TA. TA buys back. Yeah, anyway, if you see a Tinker using his Boots of Travel, that's when you want to go on him. TA buying back to get the Roshan. So the moment of when you're TPing as a Tinker, that's the moment that's the most dangerous moment. I mean, you're not moving. You're not going to be able to use the spell unless you break the TP. And that's... So if you get a blink, you blink into a safe position with Boost of Travel, that removes your most dangerous moment. Ward on the high ground scouts out quite a big circle. You can see the big circle of vision that it gives. And also this ward just finishing off, so that we had the kind of routing WhA's agents, like they can't really go past this area without getting scouted out, and that's when Svenhunterz can go in and pick them off. So WhA's agents should be staying as 5, or at least stay and farm close together. Otherwise they're just going to keep getting picked off like the Rubik. Although they did get the revenge kill on TA, so that wasn't too. That was advantage to them. See an obs ward, sentry ward being placed out by the Rubik. He thinks there might have been an obs ward up this cliff somewhere, but there's not. Wisp quite poor, just has his boots and a wand. The supports for WhA's agent are quite underfarmed. They barely have their basic items, like Rubik just has his arcane boots, and you see him dewarding there. That was a guess. They don't know for certain that there's an obs ward there, but it's quite likely. So he sacrifices his life to get the obs ward down. That's always a danger when you're dewarding. That since you're dewarding, you're going to be in vision of the obs ward, and the other team can see you trying to deward them if they notice you, and then they're going to try to pick you off to try to save the obs ward. In this case, they weren't actually successful to save the obs ward, but they get a kill instead. So you see the supports from Svenhunterz a lot more farmed. Enigma has his Blink Dagger and a mech and a gem. Tide has his Blink and a Ghost Scepter. Whereas on and Dragiro, there's a couple braces. Probably going to turn them into drums later on. But the supports from WhA Asian quite underfarmed. Wisp just has his boots. Going for a casual cloak. He might turn that into a pipe or a hood later on if he can, but the game's probably going to take him a very long time. Rubik just has his arcane boots.
Radiant's middle tower.
Sven finishes off his BKB and armlet. No, he had his armlet before. I mean, he just finishes off his BKB. So now he can try run in with Wisp
Radiant
Tether.
structures are fortified. Radiant's middle tower.
This glyph actually slowing down the push a little bit.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Enigma
attack.
blinking forwards, trying to get the black hole.
Radiant's
Oh, actually trying to get the last hit on the
middle
tower.
has fallen.
Successfully does. They placed another obs ward up here. This might be bait. They might stay around this obs ward area. So
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
WhA's agents does actually see this obs ward using the vision from the sentry ward, but they know that they can't de-ward it, otherwise Rubik's going to get picked off again. So it's probably bait. I mean, Enigma can run down here, blink over, stun the Rubik. And you see WhA's agent, they want to de-ward this, but they're scared that Svenhunterz is going to come along. I mean, WhA's agent has no idea where Svenhunterz is. For all they know, Svenhunterz could be like hiding like right here. And here you see Wisp going in. Wisp taking a risk, pays off. Tether's out. See, they're very safety conscious now. Sven quite high CS, but not able to do much. Invis, TA, just running around. Pushing bot lane. And you see the bounty hunter trying to scale out the Luna. Gets track off. Luna going for a butterfly is pretty close. Maybe 500 gold off. Just trying to get Sven more levels. He's only level 14 compared to 19 and 17 from the TA and Luna. TA and Luna just really farmed, really high level. Although if they do die now, if WhA's agents does get a kill, that's going to be their comeback. They kill the TA, they kill the Luna. That gives them a lot of XP, a lot of gold because they're on high kill streaks. Well, that's going to be relatively difficult. They probably need the whole team there to do that. See one ward coming out from WhA's agents. Another one over here. This is a lot harder to de-ward if they have a gem, because no one really you don't have sight up high ground, and you don't normally put an obs ward there either, so that they don't really have possibility to see this obs ward. This one might get killed later on if Enigma goes over. Enigma 4k gold up. Might go for a refresher orb here. Sells off his soul ring. What did he buy? What a BKB. Obs ward. Both teams. This one's gonna get killed by Enigma if he goes over with the gem. The reason why Svenhunterz didn't place this obs ward more over to the jungle is because they don't need to. They'd rather have more sight of the lane, of this lane down here, rather than sight of the jungle. I mean, if WhA's agents is going to go into the jungle, they're going to get scouted up at this obs ward right here. So they're just maximizing their coverage. It doesn't really matter if it's in fog, if they know, if the only way to get into the fog area is through this obs ward. So that's just smart usage of wards. Maximizing coverage. It's not really about the area, it's about maximizing the coverage. Subward's still not getting killed by Enigma not walking over. Then we're gonna place, not sure what that was for. Trying to get some sight up there. I don't think they give sight. Does that give sight? It didn't look like it gave sight. Might give a really, really small amount of sight. Not sure about it. Don't usually play Enigma. And Svenhunterz just farming. They want to play it safe. A bit boring to watch, but oh well. Both teams just farming. Not many kills coming out. WhA's agents know that they can't engage because they're just going to die. And Svenhunterz trying to find an opening, but the Tinker and the Sven are playing quite well. They're not getting picked off much. So that is what WhA's agents is trying to do. They're trying to out-farm Svenhunterz, but Svenhunterz is out-farming them actually. And TA bought something quite big. Where is TA? What's coming on the courier? Manta style. So now her net worth back up. Tinker nearly catching up to the TA in terms of net worth. This Obswell does actually scout it. The Luna's gonna they've got 4 heroes, they're gonna try go on this Luna here.
Stars are against me.
Hex finished up on Tinker, they're gonna be able to kill this Luna quite easily. So there we go, track kill for 4 heroes, that's quite big. And we'll check the gold graph in a minute when it updates. But that gives a lot of XP, a lot of gold. That's going to be how WhA's agents is going to get back into this game. They're just going to get pickoffs of the TA or the Luna. It's going to give them a lot of gold, a lot of XP. So yeah, we've got the gold graph. Actually, 20k in the way of Svenhunterz, so that's quite big. 25k in terms of Svenhunterz. It's dipping upwards a little bit, very, very slightly. Svenhunterz is still in control of the map though. It did get dewatered eventually from the Enigma.
Dire's middle tower
So we've got a
is
smoke
under
coming
attack.
up on Rubik. Sven dropping his Stout Shield and Magic Stick. What did he pick up? He's got a Chrysalis. Gonna go for a Daedalus after. So they're gonna try use Wisp out and Sven just crit. Gonna try pick off like the Luna or the TA, or actually anyone at the moment will be good to pick off. Svenhunterz is grouping up at bottom lane, 3 heroes, 3 of the support heroes. Ah, he's going to go for a pipe. He's nearly finished a pipe. 500 gold off. See, Bounty Hunter isn't actually going to spot these 2 heroes. That was a bit unlucky for Bounty Hunter. So he's only going to spot the Tide. He'll think the Tide is alone. He'll go on the Tide, but there's 2 supports behind him. He wasn't sure. Ravage going to miss on the Bounty Hunter because of his BKB. Black Hole on 2. Rubik stole Black Hole. Catches 3 heroes instead, and this is where WhA's agent going to go on this. Sven's cleaving it out. Tide under the last one alive. Tide going down. Tide wasn't last alive. TH does it. And team down for Svenhunterz, actually. No buybacks at the moment. So this is how WhA's agent is going to get back in this game. So there's a lot of track kills going their way. A lot of XP, a lot of gold. Good team fight from WhA's agent. If they can pull it off like 1 or 2 more times, they're going to be able to win this game. Really good Black Hole steal from Rubik. They're going to try take Roshan now. Roshan will also have a cheese. That's so they get the team wipe and Roshan, Aegis plus cheese, and a mid tower. So it's very good from WhA's agents. Check the item graph, see who picked up the gem. Bounty Hunter picks up the gem from Enigma. So WhA's agent is going to be able to get some more map control. Tinker taking the cheese and Aegis going on the Sven. Bounty Hunter's BKB was very good there. He in the last team fight, Tide's Ravage did not hit Bounty Hunter because he used BKB before the Ravage. So Tide's Ravage didn't actually hit. I don't think it hit anyone. I think it might have. Maybe it clipped a hero on the side. I wasn't really watching on the side. But it misses on the Bounty Hunter. That was the main target for Tide's Ravage there. So Tide not getting a good Ravage off. Quite good Black Hole from Enigma though. Catches 2 heroes pretty much at the center. But really good steal from Rubik. 3 heroes even better. So Rubik has a lot of gold now. He finally gets some gold up. Gets a Ghost Scepter. That's going to stop the Luna and the TA from attacking him. Makes him a bit more survivable. And you see he doesn't actually get the 4th level of telekinesis because the only thing that increases with telekinesis is 0.25 lift and 0.25 stun durations. That's the level. You'd rather get more null field, 5% magic resistance. You might have actually been able to get away with like level 2 telekinesis even, maybe even level 1. So you see Sven being able to kill this ancient stack very quickly. With his, he finishes up Daedalus. Plus a Mask of Madness, so that's just going to give him a lot of DPS. A lot of damage, a lot of attack speed. I think they de-watered something there. Did they have a gem? They're going to smoke up. They're trying to smoke up. They're just waiting. Waiting. They've got like 3 smokes on their career. They want to give this Ghost Scepter to someone apparently. They're moving back because there might have been some vision down there. So they're just playing it safe. Moving back to smoke and then going back forward through the wards. So they're going to run past... No, they're not going to run past that ward. But they're going to run up this way. So if there was a ward up here from WhA's agent that wouldn't have been scouted out by the smoke. They're going to try to find someone at farming at bot lane, but they're not going to find anyone. Everyone on WhA's agent is at top lane. They're trying to push down this tower. So we see 1 TP coming out. This should be cancelled. Oh, he blinks out. That's why. Instant shift blink, so he doesn't get caught out of position. So now WhA's agent's trying to get this top tier 1 tower. Trying to dodge it with Manta, not successful, unfortunately. So TP's coming out from Svenhunterz. They're trying to defend this, but a lot of their team is too far away. So they're TPing to this tower to make it a little bit faster, and now WhA's agent's backing up. Tide catching a Ravage, catches the Sven on the back of the Ravage. Sven actually might have to use his BKB and ult here, or he might not. He knows he's just going to die. So he's going to save his ult, save his BKB for after the Aegis. So now he's going to revive. He might use BKB ult, taking down. Oh, BKB from Black Hole on the BKB, picks him off. Tinker nearly down. Rubik picks off the Tide. Tinker very low HP, just making it out. He's pretty safe here. Sven going down. Wisp very low HP. Enigma just getting away on low HP as well. Tinker going down to the TA. TA going to be able to pick off this Wisp as well. And double kill. So team down for WhA's agent. Good team fight from Svenhunterz. Black Hole on the Sven was very important. Stops the Sven from being able to kill everyone. That is the trouble with Sven. If you're not able to get your attacks off, then you're pretty useless. You're just going to get kited around. The Black Hole was that's why Sven's got BKB and the Mask of Madness, so you can attack without getting interrupted. Like you can attack. Mask of Madness gives you attack speed and movement speed, so you'll be able to just keep attacking. Do a lot of damage. So the Enigma's Black Hole just stopped it. Rubik wasn't able to steal Black Hole, unfortunately. And tracking up, trying to get this Rax down before WhA's agent has their main heroes alive. So Svenhunterz is just trying to go and scare them off. Not able to, unsuccessful. No gem or ward, so they're not going to be able to scout out this bounty hunter. So they get the mid melee Rax. And let's see who picked up the gem. No one picked up the gem. Tinker still has his cheese. Gem was probably killed in the battle. Wisp TP with the Sven. They see this THD. They want to get the THD's stun coming out just before he gets trapped by the ice path. 4 seconds before the Wisp goes back. They're trying to go on this. Oh, he brings back the Sven. That was not part of the plan. Tinker was going to be able to kill this THD. He's not going to kill him on his own. And then when we're blinking in, they might actually be able to pick off this Tinker here. Tinker needs to use it. He might have to use this cheese here. No, he doesn't think he's going to be able to live, so he's just gonna suicide kind of the trees. They're actually trapped in slightly. Or they're hiding. They're hiding. Sven coming back in, stun, BKB dodge. THD is going to be in trouble here. THD blocked in from both sides. Wisp breaking some trees, giving some sight. What did he steal? He stole Dual Breath. So Enigma holding up on the side. Svenhunterz rotating in from the right. They're going to try to pick off the Sven. Sven's in trouble here. He's going to get picked off. BKB from Sven. Stun. Ulti. Not enough damage. Mask of Madness made him a little less tanky. Rubik gonna get picked off. Tinker buys back. They're not gonna risk going on a Rubik. I mean, he's not that big of a deal if he dies, so they're not gonna risk it. They're playing safe here. Jumping in on the Tinker. Tinker out of position. He should have known that Svenhunterz was quite close. I mean, he saw them. Now they're gonna get this range racks.
Radiant's middle barracks.
They're rotating towards
has
top
fallen.
lane, trying to get the top racks as well.
Radiant's top tower is under
Meanwhile,
attack.
Bounty Hunter.
Radiant's
really
top
doing
tower
anything.
has fallen.
Top rack's gonna go down.
Radiant's
Dual
top
breath.
barracks are
No
under
animation,
attack.
so it's quite quick to cast it. They don't have
Radiant's
their
top
main.
barracks has fallen.
WhA's agents doesn't have their main carries out, main heroes. So they're not going to be able to stop this until they revive. They're not going to make it. They're going to get this.
Radiant's bottom tower
GG
has
is called from
fallen.
WhA's agents. So GG.
Has fallen.
Ravage coming out.
Gonna need to do better than that to shake.
Guys, take you.
So they're just going to fountain farm a little bit here. Enigma trying to go for the creeps. Sven's BKB and ult and Master Madness. Trying to pick something out. Massive cleave, massive critical. A lot of BKBs. Luna gonna go down. GG's already caught, so it doesn't really matter.
I saw that ending.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
So if you liked this video, comment,
Radiant's
like,
middle
subscribe
tower
for
is under
more.
attack.
I can't actually do live streams because my internet's too slow. New Zealand internet's horrible. So I'll just upload VODs until my government lays down fiber. It's gonna take a couple of years though, so don't expect me to do live streams anytime soon. Gem on THC. So I'm just waiting for the game to actually end properly so you can see the
Haste.
XP and gold per minute and the final items.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Watch this.
Radiant's bottom
You can
barracks are under attack. Radiant's bottom
yeah,
barracks
just try to
has
spread this video.
fallen.
I'm a
Dire now have mega
new
creeps.
caster, just trying it out, see if I can actually do it. So any popularity would be good.
Was there a bounty on me?
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
So yeah,
Radiant's
just waiting for
middle
them to
tower
finish.
has fallen. Radiant's ancient is under attack. Dire victory.
And here we go. Here's your graph thing. And thank you for watching.